Well, good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to the live broadcast of the 2024 Junior Varsity Newton Rams. Beautiful day for baseball as our Newton Rams Junior Varsity take on Social Circle Indians. This is the second of two games that we will have played against this team. They beat us in the first game, and looking forward to having another crack as we think our boys are coming around and should give a better showing than they did the previous time. Once again, I want to thank everybody for logging in and joining us as we broadcast this baseball game right here from One Ram Way. Always good to be back home after last Tuesday's game. This past Tuesday, we went way out to Hampton, but the boys really showed up and showed out in that game as they put 20-plus runs on the board. And we're looking to continue those running ways as we play against not a crosstown rival, but not too far away from One Ram Way, the Social Circle Indians. All right, Nick Johnson will be taking the mound today for our Newton Rams Junior Varsity squad. Eye catching will be Kurt Campbell on first. We'll have Cameron Horn second, B-Mac, shortstop, J-Rock, and third will be Devontae. And we're ready to go. First pitch from Mr. Nick Johnson. First pitch is low and outside for Nick. And now to kick the count at 1-0. All right, the second pitch here for Nick, right down the middle, smash to the left field, but that goes foul. And that'll even the count up at 1-1. So once again, it's a beautiful day here at One Ram Way. We are finally back home here in the confines of Ram Country, broadcasting live from One Ram Way on the baseball field, as you'll see in the deep background. Rounding off our outfield, we have Jarrell Martin in the left field. We have Cam Armstrong in the middle and Gabriel White in right field. And the pitch. He bounces one up to the plate, and he'll be behind here in the count, 2-1. Just to see the sun shining, folks, is a beautiful sign for us. We've had to endure the rain and the cold in the early parts of the season, but now it's great baseball weather. As there's one popped way out in the field, got Cam Armstrong's going to get it, and he misses it. Gabriel White follows him up. He fires it in to second base, and the runner flies in. They're unable to catch the ball there at second base, and their leadoff batter gets a double. All right, so the Social Circle starts off with a double here. Cam Armstrong had his sights, unable to stretch long enough to be able to get it as the second batter comes up, squares up, pulls it back, and that'll be a ball. Nick looks back to the runner on second and delivers. Once again, he squares up, but that one's a strike. Batter did pull his bat back, but that is a strike, and the count is even at 1-1. So boys really excited to have this game. Definitely felt that they didn't give their best effort in the opening game of the season this year. They want to put up a better showing here. Once again, the batter squares around, pulls it back just in time, and the count goes to 2-1. Is there anybody? And the pitch. Oh, puts his bat out there, does not make contact, so now it's 2-2. Count is 2-1. And the pitch. Ooh, that's right. And he gets him. And that's a strike. Umpire took quite a while to make that call. I'm sitting right behind it. It looked definitely right down the middle. And Nick will get his first strikeout of the day. So with one out here, they have a man on second. Oh. Thank you, sir. Sure. Nick looks back to second base. Licks again, delivers. Ball is hit down the first base line and goes foul. So Nick just strikes out his first batter with the last batter. They have a man on second base, and we're up to their third batter of the inning, with no scores on the board as of yet. Nick takes a look back at second base, comes back to the batter, throws it high and outside, and it kind of go even at 1-1. So we do have a little win, as you can tell, with the flag in the deep background, but not enough to alter too many things that are going on here on the diamond. But a beautiful day here for baseball. Right down the middle, hit over to right field. Gabriel White's in right field. He tosses it back in. He goes all the way home. Runner turns around first to second. And Gabriel White should have hit the cutoff right there as the batter boogied around the second base. So now they got a man in scoring position, two men actually in scoring position on second and third. We do have one out here in the top of the first inning. All right, so I remember this kid from the last game. He can really put the metal on the ball. So we definitely got to be careful with this one. I think the outfielders did back up a little bit. He swings one, hits it right to Brian. Brian grabs it up. Oh, my gosh. Okay. All right, so Brian had a little confusion there. He knew exactly what he wanted. Somebody yelled out 4, and he threw it to 4. So when you're on the baseball diamond, they got to always know, hey, go with your first instinct, because we'll take an out and give up a run. All right, so a little snafu there for our Rams, and we give up a run and also give up a hit to the last batter. So now they got runners on first and third. There's still one out here in the top of the first. Swung on and hit straight to the middle. Brian catches it. Great catch by Brian. So he redeems himself with that one as the line drive comes directly to him. He makes the catch, and that gives us our second out here in the top of the first inning. So right now, Social Circle is really swinging that bat pretty good and pretty efficient right now. As pretty much each and every batter except the one we struck out has put some metal on the ball. So we have two outs here in the top of the first inning. Our Newton Rams got themselves into a little bit of trouble. We did give up one run, but got a chance to get ourselves out of it if we can get this batter out. And a hit. Oh, the pitch. Ooh, catches that outside corner, a little bit outside to me, but of course I'm gonna be a homer and say that was a great pitch. Outside corner. And Nick's ahead in the count, 0-1. And the pitch. Swung on, popped down the third base side and goes foul. So right now, Nick in a good position as he's ahead in the count, 0-2. All right, two outs here in the top of the first inning. The count is 0-2. They got a man on first and third, and Nick's trying to put him away here. See if we can get out the inning and get up and start swinging the bat. Nice pitch. It bounced right back to to Nick. Nick tosses it over to Cam, and we get out of the inning. So great job. They got ourselves in a little bit of trouble, but we was able to redeem ourselves. They did put a number of men on base, but ball was hit right back to Nick. He calmly gathered it up, tossed it over to Cam, and now we have 3 outs, and we'll get up to bat. All right, folks, as we head into the bottom of the second inning, our boys got ourselves into a little bit of a trouble. We only gave up 1 run, which is awesome. But now we got to get up and swing the bat. They usually come with some pretty good pitching here from Social Circle. So we got to swing the bat, get ourselves right back in the game. We're only down by 1 run as the boys got themselves out of the trouble with Nick gathering up the ball, hit directly back to him, toss it over to Cam, and that got us out of the inning. Folks, want to thank everybody for tuning in to the live broadcast. We've had a great time broadcasting all the games throughout the season, and want to make sure that we give you the best quality, best commentary we possibly can so that you can have a great understanding of what's happening here on the diamond. Once again, we're playing Social Circle, the Social Circle Indians, not too far away from us. Can't call them a crosstown rival, but a lot of those kids that play for Social Circle have a lot of friends on our team, so it's kind of cool to play against your family members or kids that you played with in the past. So, not a heated rival, but definitely a rival, and it's a rival that our boys look forward to. They don't feel they put out their best effort last time, and now they do get a chance to redeem themselves. All right, folks, so coming up to the bat to start us off is going to be number 5, Nick Johnson, followed by number 4, Devontae Hardiman. He will be on deck. All right, so once again, Nick Johnson is pitching for us here tonight, and he'll get a chance to help himself out as he is the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the first inning. All right, so we trail on the scoreboard 1-0, but this is our first time at the bat. Once again, Nick gets a chance to help himself early as being the leadoff hitter for today's game. Swung on and popped to the right field. It's going, and it's gone foul. So Nick smashes one down first base line. Unfortunately, it goes foul. We just need Nick to straighten that out. That was a pretty nice crank there on the pitch. And the count goes to 0-1. And the pitch. That's high and inside. Nick ducks away. And that'll draw the count even at 1-1. And the pitch. Right down the middle, but hits it right back to the pitcher. He gathers it, takes his time, tosses it over first base, and they get their first out of the inning. All right, so number 4, Devontae Hardiman steps into the batter's box as we get our first out of the inning. Devontae's been swinging the ball really, really well here. Has some games where he's gone 3 for 3, 4 for 4 in games, so definitely one of our top hitters on the junior varsity squad. Right down the middle. Devontae has one, pops it over to right. The right fielder gets underneath it and makes the catch. So that's the second out here in the inning. As Devontae pops up the first pitch to right field. All right, so here in the first inning, we are making contact. Unfortunately, we're hitting it right to them, and they're making the plays exactly how they're supposed to. Our third batter here of the area is number 15, Kurt Campbell. He steps into the batter's box. He's catching for us tonight. Swung it, hit right back to the pitcher again. So 2 unfortunate incidents where we hit it back to the pitcher, and we go up, 3 down. All right, folks, so we went 3 up and 3 down in that inning. Got to play some defense again. Next coming around, Nick will take the mound again, and we trail on the scoreboard to count for 1-0. Once again, thank everybody for tuning in to the live broadcast. We're broadcasting here from One Ram Way, right in beautiful Covington, Georgia. As always, we like to talk about our platinum level sponsor. That platinum level sponsor is Shemetria Dixon and her State Farm agency. When it comes to life, home, and auto insurance, she is the lady for you. Our platinum level sponsor, Shemetria Dixon and her State Farm Insurance Company, have been pillars in the Newton High School community. Being a former Ram, Shemetria has continued to prove why investing back into your community and school is essential to the continued growth and prosperity within the Covington area. When approached with the opportunity to support the JV baseball program, she didn't think twice. Not only did she sponsor the team and the live broadcast, she showed how important it is to her, her family, and her business by becoming a platinum level sponsor. The baseball program and the entire Newton High School population said thank you for your unwavering support of all of our programs. All right, folks, 5:30 not being the latest time, but parents are still trickling in. Social Circle's parents have shown up in pretty good numbers. And we're hoping that throughout the course of the game, we'll see more and more of our parents coming in as they come out to support our junior varsity Rams. All right, folks, as we start the top of the second inning, we trail this contest 1-0 here. Social Circle had several runners on base. Fortunately, we was only able to let one come across the plate. And now we're back to playing defense again here in the top of the second inning. So Nick Johnson goes back to work here. Helped himself out from the mound before to get us out of the inning. And here we go. Pitches high and inside. Takes the count to 1-0. All right, folks, if you're anywhere in the Covington area or no friends or family, tell them to scoot on by to One Ram Way to watch a great baseball game. Pitch hit right there straight to our shortstop. That's J-Rock. J-Rock fires it over, and Cam catch. Oh! Wow. Okay, so from where I'm sitting, that looks like an out. That is a tough play to call right there, but looks like the runner beat him. Cam trying to find out what happened because it looked like Cam gathered and was able to make that catch. But, hey, unfortunately, we have to go with what the umpire says, and he says the play was safe. Cam definitely needs to find out and ask him, did he pull his leg off or something? Because it definitely looked like it was an out from here. But, all right, they get the first runner here on base as a single. Ball is thrown into the dirt, bounces up. Kurt tried to block it, hit him on the chest, but bounced to the fence. And unfortunately, we'll have to give that runner the opportunity as he boogies down to second base. First pitch was a ball, so the count is 1-0. So they do have a man on second after stealing from the wild pitch. Ball is hit and put in play. Goes down the third base line and goes foul. Evens the count here at 1-1. All right, Nick Johnson takes the windup, double checks back at second base, and delivers the pitch. It's popped inside, and the ball is popped over the fence. Kurt trying to give chase, and it lands on top of the fence. Kurt's unable to get to it, but that'll take the count to 1-2 here on the second batter of the inning. So I have been corrected, folks. I do apologize to the Social Circle faithful, as they are the Redskins and not the Indians. Thank you for whoever typed that in. Candace. Thank you, Candace. Oh, ball was thrown inside and low. And that'll even the count out at 2-2. So, folks, thank you again. If you hear something that needs to be corrected, please do like Candace did, type it in, and we'll do our best to make sure we make the correction. So, we are playing against the Social Circle Redskins. And, of course, we are the Newton Rams. Ball hit down to third base. It goes foul. Devontae Hardiman stopped it, but unfortunately it went foul. And the runner will head back to home plate. And the count will stay even at 2-2. Nick goes into the windup, delivers the pitch. Inside, swung on hard, goes to. Ooh, and lucky for us, it hits right outside the line. Great cut by that young man as he blasts one down the left field line, and it goes outside. And so, good thing for Jarrell, that ball hit right there on the outside. We may have had a little trouble there. All right, so a real tough batter as he continues to battle up here. Count is even at 2-2. We are trailing contests here in the top of the second with the score of 1-0. They do have a man here on second, and we're trying to get ourselves out of trouble here. Ball is bounced up to the plate. Kurt is unable to stop it. And the runner boogies down to third base. And so they definitely have a man in scoring position with no outs here in the top of the second. So the count goes full at 3-2. Nick trying to fight his way through this batter. The batter's battling with a couple foul balls. And the pitch. Low and outside, and we're going to walk him. So after getting ahead early in the count, Nick falls behind, and now they have a man on first and third with no outs here in the top of the second. All right, so this is the third batter of the inning. We don't have any outs here in the top of the second inning. And the pitch. Runner from first takes off the second. Kurt throws it down to second. They do have a man. Oh, he got the man on second. He tries to throw it back home. So great job of getting that man on second. J-Rock was able to put the tag, but they did get a man come in from third base, and so they add to their score of 2-0. So they sacrificed the man on second and get the man on third in, and they increase their lead 2-0 here in the top of the second. Ball was hit out to Kurt. I'm sorry, Jarrell. All right, so we have 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. First pitch was a strike. Oh, Nick throws one behind him. He was out the count at 1-1. So Jarrell made a great catch out there. Ball was hit directly to him. He got up underneath it, made the catch, and that gives us our second out here in the inning. We do trail on the scoreboard 2-0, but we do have 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. And the pitch. Swung on, cracked out to Jarrell again. He's getting underneath it. Over. Hard time finding it. Hard time finding the ball dropped a little bit right next to him, to Jarrell out there, unable to make the catch. And their batter gets on base with a single. All right, so.
You ain't got no sun in your eye.
They have a man on first base. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. We're trying to get out of this inning. Only needing 1 more out. And the pitch right down the middle goes low. And that'll be a ball. Nick loads up and pitch. Oh, bouncing on the ground. He bounced it in there. Kurt having a tough time getting those ones that are bounced in there, and the runner boogies down to second base. And Nick will fall behind in the count, 2-0. All right, so they got a man in scoring position on second base. We're trying to avoid giving them another run. We have 2 outs. We just got to get 1 batter out, 1 runner out. Oh, no. Nick hits him on the inside foot. Now he has to go back, I believe. Yep, because he didn't make it to third before the runner got hit. So after being hit by a pitch, they currently have a man on first and second. And we still have 2 outs, trying to get that illustrious third out here of the inning so we can get out of here and get up and try to swing some bats to get right back into this contest as we trail 2-0 on the scoreboard. All right, Nick. 1 out is all we need. Brand new batter here. They have a man on first and second in the pitch. Inside, both foot runners advance. And that's going to be called a ball here. So we got some outside pitches, some pitches in the dirt, and Kurt's having a tough time corralling those. Now they have a man on second and third. Once again, we only need one out here, folks, in order to get out of this inning. A little better pitch from Nick, but it was high and inside. They'll take the count to 2-0. So Nick trying to find his form again. He was pretty spot on early. Throws a nice pitch right there. That's right down the middle. And he'll fight his way back into the count as it's now 2-1. And the pitch. That one's high. That'll take the count to 3-1. Nick behind in the count, 3-1. He's a good pitch here. He throws it too far inside, and we'll walk that batter. So now the bases are loaded. Ken has to bring some of his best. Nick has to bring some of his best pitches here so we can get out of this inning without giving up any more runs as the bases are juiced. And I believe if they're not, they've already reached their top of their order again. First pitch is low and outside. So Nick trying to do everything he can to get his form back right now. Trying to locate his pitches like he was before. And the pitch. That's low and outside. Great stop there by Kurt Campbell. But we're behind in the count here, 2-0. Beautiful day here in Covington, Georgia. We're at One Ram Way, the home of our Newton Rams junior varsity, as we're playing against a distant rival here, the Social Circle Redskins. 3 pitches in a row go low and outside, and we are deeply behind here in the count. Counts 3-0. We do have 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Nick throws one right down the middle of the plate. Batter takes it like he was supposed to, but Nick's trying to battle his way back in, and the count goes to 3-1. And the pitch. Nice pitch by Nick as he catches that outside corner. So he evens up the count here at 3-2. So huge pitch right here in this game as we trail on the scoreboard 2-0. The count is 3-2 full, and no place to put them. We got to have a good pitch here. And the pitch. Oh, it's high and outside, and we walk them. All right, folks, so we walk in a run, and they increase their score to 3-0, and we still have 2 outs. So, yeah, we take a timeout. The players go up, teammates go up and talk to Nick and just let him know, hey, we got your back. Got to be careful. This is a pretty deadly hitter to have coming up to the plate. Bases loaded. All right, so we do a little switch. We take Jarrell out. It looks like he may be going over to warm up to come in as the relief pitcher. Put number 17 out there in left field. And dangerous situation here is they have one of their top hitters here at the plate with bases loaded in the top of the second inning, and they lead on the scoreboard 3-0. And the pitch bounces it in there. Kurt stops it, and we'll start off behind in the count 1-0. All right, folks, it's a dangerous situation for us. We got to make sure we just don't put something right over the middle because this kid right here will definitely take a yard. He bounces up another one, takes the count to 2-0. All right, so we're behind in the count 2-0. Nick delivers the next pitch right up the middle, goes to center field. Looks like it's in Cam. Oh, Cam didn't make a good run, and he lets the ball get past him. They're moving the runners around the bases. The batter heads to second base, and they have one stay on third, but they did play 2 more runs. So now they have a man on second and third, but they've increased their count to 5. So, folks, we do have 2 outs, but I knew that was a deadly hitter to be messing with right there. And he hit one. Looked like it was going towards Cam. Cam made a bad read on it and ended up chasing it. But we got to battle back here and try to get at least all we need is 1 run, 1 batter out. Nick throws it high and outside. I believe we have Cameron Horn in the cage warming up. So it looks like he's going to be the first relief pitcher off the bench. First pitch by Nick for this batter is a ball, and we're behind in the count, 1-0. Ball's hit towards the second baseman, Brian. He didn't run it. He didn't rush it, but he tosses over there. Great reach by Jarrell, as they did move Jarrell to first base. I thought they took Jarrell off, but we do get out of the inning. But we gave up 3 runs, and they lead the count here heading into the bottom of the second inning, 5-0. So B Mac over there on second base makes a great play. I think he probably should have charged a little faster, but hey, as long as we get the out, we're good. James and Nicole at the True Smoothie Juice Bar have started a business right down the street from One Ram Way. Their smoothies are excellent. Upon given the opportunity to support the JV program, they immediately jumped at the chance. Folks, this is one smoothie bar that you will go back to over and over again. They're making it easy for you to indulge in their products, as they will be selling their delicious smoothie treats right here at our Newton High School concession stand. Good. I can't wait. Being one of the first sponsors to come on board, the Lit Deli is once again right down the street from One Ram Way. They have an assortment of delicious foods from wing to fish and so much more. This business is right in our backyard, and you need to absolutely go by and try some of their menu items. Just being named Lit should tell you that they are bringing that fire. All right, folks. So we gave up 3 runs there in the top of the second inning. We're moving on into the bottom of the second inning. Jarrell Martin steps into the batter's box. We trail the contest 5-0 going into the second inning. So boys got to wake up a little bit, get back on the good side of things, but we do need to get some runners on base in order to get some score, get a score. And the first pitch swung on and missed by Jarrell. Ball's fouled out to the left. And the pitch. Jarrell fouled off the second pitch. First pitch was a little bit outside, a little high, a little outside. The Redskin faithful thought that one was a strike, but the umpire called it a ball, and the count is 1-2. That one's high and outside as well, and that'll take the count even to 2-2. Jarrell swings and cuts one, pops it right over the fence, comes down right next to us. but the count stays even at 2-2. And the pitch. That's low and outside. He bounces one up there. So the count goes full at 3-2. All right, folks, the count is full here. We're trying to get a runner on base. The pitch. Jarrell hits one right to the first baseman. He catches it. He tried to beat Jarrell over. Jarrell turns on the burners, but unable to get there. Hey, Jarrell turned it on. I'm not mad at him. He tried to beat that first baseman back to first base, unable to do it. And that's our first out here in the inning. All right, so there's one out here. Jacorin Weaver steps up in the batter's box. So right now the pitcher has our number as we're hitting the balls into the infield. And they're getting the outs with the routine plays. So we chill on the scoreboard 5-0 with Jacorin Weaver in the box. Low and outside. First pitch is a ball. And the pitch. That's low and outside as well. So now Jacorin's ahead in the count 2-0. J-Rock steps into the batter's box ahead in the count 2-0. And the pitch. Right down the middle. Jacorin hits one right up the middle, but the center fielder's right there underneath it, and he makes the play. So we are putting the ball in play, but it's hitting it directly to the social circle defenders. And that'll give us our second out here in the inning as number 10, Gabriel White, comes up to the batter's box. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Pitcher really throwing some smoke out there. As Gabe falls behind in the count, 0-1. And the pitch. Oh, that almost tattoos Gabe. He jumps out the way, and that evens the count up at 1-1. And the pitch. Oh, that one's high. Gabe lets that one sail above, and now Gabe finds himself ahead in the count, 2-1. Fourth pitch of the at bat. Swung on and missed. Caught the outside corner. Gabe swung at it. And that evens up the count here at 2-2. Oh, throws a curve, falls right off the table. And that'll be the third out here as Gabe swings and misses. All right, folks, we're putting the ball in play. Unfortunately, hitting into their players, or they just got a strikeout here. But we head into the top of the third inning, trailing this contest 5-0 to the Social Circle JV Redskins. All right, folks, we have a change of pitcher here heading into the top of the third inning. Cameron Horn takes the mound. We trail on the scoreboard 5-0 in the top of the third. Got a couple of position changes that happened last inning. They actually put Nick back in left field. They put Jarrell on first base. Gabriel stays in right. Cam Armstrong stays at center. And Kurt is still the back catcher. All right, folks, got to play some defense here as Cameron Horn comes in. There's our new pitcher here for the top of the third inning. Cam's first pitch. Catches that outside corner.
Right there, Cam.
So Cam starts off ahead in the count here, 0-1. Nice pitch again. Ball hit down to third base. Catches. Devontae tosses it over there. Oh! Let me tell you, that's the second time this umpire did not give us the call. I mean, Jarrell got up, got that ball, and he came back down. So I got to definitely see that one on video to see because it looked really good by Jarrell. It looked like he wasn't going to make the play, but when he caught it and was able to put his foot down, it looked like he made the play. But Devontae caught it in the hole, drilled it over to the first base. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the out. Oh. So that was a good bang bang play. It looked like Jarrell came down just in time. First pitch popped up in the air to second base. Brian calls everybody out and he makes the catch. So great job by Brian. B-Mac makes the catch and keeps the runner on first as we get the second batter of the inning out. Your phone. Oh. All right, folks, we got one out here in the top of the third inning. The pitch. Cam throwing some smoke here tonight, looking good. Haven't seen Cam in a while on the mound, but no, he can throw that rock. So his first pitch to the third batter is a ball. And the pitch. He throws it high and inside. He's behind here in the count, 2-0. They do have a man on first base. B-Mac made the catch from the second batter. And we have one out here in the top of the third. Nice pitch as the ball was smacked out to center field. Cam Armstrong should be able to make that play, and he does. Hit right to him. He makes the catch, and that's our second out of the inning. All right, so folks, there's two outs here in the top of the third inning. Great job, great defense, great pitching right now. As Cameron Horn comes in there, putting the ball where he needs it. Another nice pitch there from Cam, a little bit high, and the count goes to 1-0. So it looks like hopefully Cam is letting a little fire underneath the boys by some pretty darn good pitching. And the second pitch, ooh, inside, goes out to left field and drops right in front of Nick. He fires the ball into Devontae, and we stop the runners from proceeding, but they do now have a runner on first and second. So Cam doing what a pitcher's supposed to do. If you don't get the strike, at least give us a chance to make the play in the outfield, and that's what he's done. That one actually just fell right there in front of Nick. Not a whole lot of what Nick could do to that one. It was pretty much a line drive that was able to touch the ground before he got it. But we still held him down to a man on first and second. Two outs here. Cam throws the next pitch a little bit outside, and he falls behind in the count 1-0. So all we need is one more out here in the top of the third. Cameron Horn doing a great job keeping the ball around the plate, and that's what we need. Umpire calls time, lets everybody comes back in. B-Mac fakes the throw to second, tries to hold him on. Cam delivers. Nice pitch by Cam, and that's a strike right there. So Cam comes out, putting that ball right there around the plate, doing what he's supposed to do. Cam's been pitching for quite a long time since he was a youngster back at City Pond. So we know he can put the ball across the plate. And the pitch. Another nice pitch there by Cam as he throws a blazer right down the middle. So he has that rocket going right now as he gets ahead in the count 1-2. So with a man on first and second, Cam has lit a fire underneath our junior Rams. And let's see if he can go ahead and put one right next past him. He throws one outside. Great stop there by Kurt. But that'll even the count up at 2-2. All right, so all defenders are ready. Cam looks down the pipe. Check second again, and delivers. Nice pitch. Ooh, just a little bit high. That'll take the count full. Count goes to 3-2 here. Big pitch here for Cameron Horn. Double check to second, and the pitch. Nice pitch down there. Oh, it might hit. Oh, and great catch by Jay Rock on shortstop as he broke to his left and was able to reach the glove out there to make the catch. So got a little fire here, Lid, as we trail the contest 5-0. Jay Rock makes an outstanding catch there at the shortstop position, and we get out of the inning, folks. With words like juicy and crawfish in the title, you already know that they're making seafood galore. When I tell you they are pumping out some of the best seafood bags in the state, you better believe it. I'm a loyal participant when it comes to providing a great seafood meal for the family. Trust me, the menu is large and the quantity of food is delightful. If that seafood appetite arises, head on over to the JC, that is the Juicy Crawfish, in the Kroger Plaza on Salem Road. All right, so Cameron Horn took the mound, did a great job, didn't allow any runs to come in on his watch, and he gets a chance to help himself out as he's the first batter here of the inning. So we're in the bottom of the third here. We trail on the scoreboard with the count of 5-0. On deck, number 9, Cam Armstrong. And the pitch. Ooh, just high and inside. Cam swings and misses.
Good, Cam.
And he'll fall behind the count 1-1. So definitely have to give it to this pitcher. He's definitely bringing the heat and has great location. So we're going to have to try to figure him out. Oh, he throws one that's a little bit of a changeup low and inside. Cam swings and misses again. So he's behind the count 0-2.
Let's go, Cam.
So a wide array of pitches coming from the Redskin pitcher. And the pitch. Ball's pounced out to third base. And it goes foul. All right, so Cam hopefully have found out where that ball is going to be as he poked that foul out. Ooh. Let me tell you something, folks. That was a nasty pitch right there. He changed that thing up, and when I tell you from sitting right behind it, boy, I was just like Cam. I was like, uh-oh, is that a strike or a ball? So, yep, that was a pretty pitch. So I have to give it to this young pitcher. He is really throwing a heck of a game right now. Cam Armstrong is in the batter's box with B. Mac on deck. And the pitch. Cam turns to bunt, pulls it back just in time, and he's ahead in the count 1-0. So at the junior varsity level, this kid right here, number 15, is one of those kids that you definitely want to pay attention to. He is pitching one heck of a game so far, as we have been on fire at the plate. And he is putting a halt to that right now as he throws one right down the middle, and that evens up the count here at 1-1. And the pitch. Cam swings a little late, pops it over the dugout, and he'll be behind in the count 1-2. And the pitch. That's outside and low. He got a nice little curveball. He's gonna make you think about it swinging the ball up there because this kid has an array of pitches and he is doing one heck of a job. That comes out as a ball, so that'll even the count up at 2-2. And the pitch. That one's bounced in there, takes the count even. So right now, Cam bowed his way back in there, and the count is full at 3-2. We have one out here in the bottom of the third trying to get back into this game as we trail the contest 5-0. And the pitch. Oh, that's outside, and Cam bowed his way into a walk, and he'll trot down to first base. As that may be one. I think that's our first base runner. Surprisingly, as it is here in the bottom of the third, that might be our first base runner. As a matter of fact, Brian Mack, B. Mack, steps into the batter's box. We do have one out here in the bottom of the third. Cam Armstrong, always a threat to steal as well. Gets back just in time. Pitcher has a nice little pickoff move, which is to be expected the way he's been throwing the ball down the pipe. The pitch. Ooh, that's high and inside. Catcher raises up, ready to fire over to first base, but Cam Armstrong was able to get back, and the count goes to 1-0. So coming from the stretch, doesn't seem to bother this pitcher. And this pitch. Ooh, that was a little high. B-Mac saw it, went after it, and that'll even up the count here at 1-1. So Cam Armstrong bringing a little so insightful over here, not going too far off the base and definitely not taking off. This kid is has a rocket arm at pitch, and he's getting the ball down the pipe real fast, so not really tempting Cam to run. Because typically Cam would have been gone after the first or second pitch. So the count is even at 1-1. Oh, Brian turns around, ball goes right over his bat, and now the count is 1-2. So B-Mac thought he had it in his sight.
You got it, Brian. Keep your head on it.
Count is 1-2. Cam's on first, and the pitch. Ooh, swing on and miss. So pitcher's throwing that heat today. And that's our second out here in the bottom of the third. So we head back to the top of the order. Nick Johnson heads up to the plate with number 4, Devontae Hardiman, on deck. So they're keeping our runner there on first base as Cam has a little bit of speed. Surprised he hasn't taken off, but then again, I'm not. This pitcher seems to have it all together as far as his delivery. Catcher sitting in the great stance to be able to come up and fire down the second. High and inside. Cam takes a bigger lead, but he decides not to take off. First pitch is a ball, and we're heading to count 1-0. So Nick Johnson been hitting the ball pretty good here for us, for our junior Rams. Swung on and missed. So he's throwing that inside pitch and pretty much jamming our batters. They're not able to figure out as of yet. That'll even count here at 1-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. Swung on and missed. So when he wants to change gears, that pitcher is doing a phenomenal job of mixing up his pitches. And so with 2 outs here, we're behind on the count, 1-2. Pitcher trying to get himself out of it. Cam takes a bigger lead. Oh, hit it right back to the pitcher. He tosses over to first, and they get out of the inning. So, folks, I will tell you, this pitcher has it going on in every aspect as he goes 4 batters, 3 down. When you need to ship and move items, hit your daily grind. You need to go see Mark and his crew at the Mailbox Plus in the Kroger Shopping Center on Salem Road. If you are big on customer service, his team will handle all of your needs lickety-split. All right, so Coach held the boys there in the dugout for a little bit longer than normal. They got a little pep in their step, but we definitely have our work cut out for us trying to figure out this pitcher here from Social Circle. Cameron Horn gets back on the mound. Did an excellent job here in the last inning. Let's see if he can continue his strikeout ways and at least put the ball where any hit will go directly to the defense of our junior Rams. When you step out into the community, you're bound to see old friends. The Clay Mart, ran by Johnny and Clay, have a store where you can find any and everything imaginable needed to be productive in your day-to-day activities. I was amazed with some of the things that I saw that I wouldn't know where to look for them otherwise. You have to stop by the Clay Mart just to find something you thought you were not even looking for. Great people running this establishment, and that's only a rock throw away from One Ram Way. Also, they've added the lottery. Go by and try your luck. All right, we head into the top of the fourth inning. We trail on the scoreboard 5-0. Cameron Horn did a great job the last inning. Let's see if he can continue his pitching ways here in the top of the fourth. We do need a shutdown inning so we can get back in and see if we can figure out the Social Circle pitcher. First pitch from Cam is low and outside. And the pitch. That's in the dirt. And Cam falls behind, and the count 2-0. Nice pitch by Cam, and that'll take the count to 2-1. And the pitch. Swung on and hit down the third base line. Devontae grabs it up. Oh, he bobbles it, but he still comes back, throws it strong. Oh, he got him there. Oh, that is the third time that we have not gotten a call. And I'll be honest with you, Devontae has a rocket cannon over there, and it seems to be getting there every single time, but we have not gotten that call. 3 times in a row that umpire has not given us the call. So we're going to have to deal with it and keep on moving as they get their first batter on base. Ball's popped up over the dugout. All right, so in the top of the fourth inning, they got the first batter on base. That was really, to me, a little closer than the usual. Nice swing, go out to left field, right field. Gabriel stops it, tosses the ball in, and their batters seem to be putting the ball exactly where our defense is not. So, good pitching going on by Cam. There's no gripes here from Cam. He's doing his job, doing what he's supposed to do. They're just having some really good line drive hits that's landing right in front of our batters. So they get their first 2 batters on board. And the count here is to a new batter, Cam, doing a great job outside, first pitch, and that's the ball. Once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the live broadcast. We are broadcasting on YouTube as well as Facebook. Tell all your friends you know, log in. We'd love to have some likes and subscriptions so you'll know every time the Rams play. Oh, we tossed the ball over late. Could have had 2. We're not charging the ball like we should to be able to turn to a double play. But B-Mac does what, at least gets 1. Toss the ball over to J-Rock, and we get 1 out here in the inning.
Cam, be ready and settle. Came to you last time.
All right, so that first pitch is a ball. They do have a man on first and third. We have 1 out here in the top of the fourth inning. Cam evens up the count at 1-1. Cam's doing an outstanding job here on this mound, doing exactly what we need to do. It's always good to see Cam get back on that mound and do his thing. Pitch is swung on. Ball is hit out to center field. Cam Armstrong is right there. He makes the catch, tosses it in. They do send their man from third. He tags up. He tags up and makes it home, but we do get one out. But they put another one on the scoreboard. So we now have 2 outs. They added one to the scoreboard, so they have 6. With a man on first base, there's 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. The pitch swung on and hit down to the third baseman, which is J-Rod. J-Rod gathers it up, tosses it over to Cam, and there's no questions about that one. We did get that out. Tossed it over to Jarrell. I'm sorry. I keep thinking Cam was on first. Cam was actually pitching for us. Jarrell made the catch, and we finally get out of the inning. So great job there by Cameron Horn as he pitches us into only giving up 1 run, and our defense helps him out. And now we'll head to the top of the bottom of the 4th inning. All right, folks, as we mosey on into the bottom of the 4th inning, Devontae Hardeman steps into the batter's box. We trail this contest 6-0 to Social Circle. Trying to get back into this game as number 15, rocking and rolling on that mound. He has total control of all his pitches, and he throws one high inside. And we get ahead of count here at 1-0. So Kurt Campbell, number 15, is on deck. And Devontae's trying to get something started here for our junior varsity Rams. Ooh, that was a nice pitch straight down the middle. And that'll even the count here at 1-1. So it's a beautiful day here at One Ram Way as we finally get a chance to play baseball in some great weather. If Devontae hits one down third, he hits a ground ball with some smoke on it, gets past the third baseman, and he starts us off exactly how we need it, and he gets a single here on his time at the plate. So great hit there by Devontae as Kurt Campbell steps into the batter's box. So I always want to get that lead runner on base to see if we can make something happen. So it's taking a lot, but hopefully we can try to figure this young man out because he is throwing everything but the kitchen sink at us right now. All right, Kurt Campbell steps into the batter's box. Pitcher throws over to first base. Devontae dives back, and he's safe and sound. He delivers. Ooh, and that goes right behind him. Almost gets him in the helmet. He ducks. And Curtis start off ahead in the count 1-0. So Devontae, too, also one of those players who like to run on the first and second pitch, but they're being real careful because this pitcher's been able to deliver. Ooh, Curtis takes a nice cut, fouls it back to the backstop. And that'll even up the count here at 1-1. So a sign of a really good pitcher, folks, is when our blazing speed is being held on base and he throws over there. He is keeping us honest. He is not giving us a chance to breathe over there by getting off of first base. He has a laser coming to the plate, so you definitely know he has a laser throwing to first base. Devontae takes a couple more steps off. Let's see if he's going to take off. He does it. Nice pop by Kirk Campbell, and then it's to left field and drops in. So Kirk Campbell gets a nice hit on his second time around, and he moves the runner, which Devontae heads to second, and Kurt will get a single there as it drops right there in front of the left fielder. So we're hoping we have something started here. It's down. No outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. We got 2 men on base, first and second, and Jarrell Martin heads to the batter's box. Number 1, Jacorin Weaver, J-Rock is what they call him, is sitting there on deck. Ball is low and inside.
Pull that trigger.
Jarrell starts off ahead in the count, 1-0. So we hope that the last couple of innings of Cam Horn pitching is going to light a fire under our boys. Oh, Jarrell catches one right in the center. Oh, my goodness. We had a man that leaned all the way off base. Devontae went way too far. He didn't see if that was going to land or not, and we get picked off at second base as well. So Jarrell, great hit, puts it in play. The ball went directly to the center fielder. He made the catch, tossed it second, and now we have 2 outs. So our threat has been removed, and now we have a man on first base, and Jacorin Weaver steps into the batter's box. So 2 outs here, folks. Bottom of the fourth. Pit. Nice cut there by J-Rock. He fouls it off to the first base line. And he'll start off behind in the count 0-1. So we had a little something started right there. We got to regroup and try to get it back, but a little too excited there on second base and jumped off way too far before finding out if the ball was going to hit the ground or not. Woo! That was a close one right there. Like I said, folks, this pitcher's in his bag right now because he's not only delivering to the plate, he's delivering over the first, trying to keep Kirk Campbell from stealing. Oh, Kirk Campbell takes off, and there's a hit right there. It's right to the right fielder. Like, their fielders are not having to move anywhere, folks. We're hitting the ball directly to their fielders, and they're making a routine play. So we are putting it in play. J-Rock had a nice swing on that one. Unfortunately, it went straight to the right fielder. So that'll take us into the top of the fifth inning, folks. Still not able to get anything on the scoreboard, and we trail this contest 6-0 to the Social Circle Junior Varsity Redskins. When it comes to good food and great ambiance, the Pig Out is truly the spot that you want to be at. When you talk about everything barbecue, they have the menu that you've been looking for. Ribs falling right off the bone. Being a hop, skip, and a jump from one Ram Way, if you need to feed the family, they have what you are looking for, and you will thank me later. Rashard and Billy have reinvented their establishment, so stay tuned for an environment that will keep you coming back over and over again. When it comes to automotive repairs and maintenance, Robbie and his team of professional car repairmen can fix and help you maintain any and all problems you may be having with your automobile. They will help you get to the root issue and also provide you with newer used tires and the bomb diggity rims to have your ride looking cleaner than the bill of health. All right, folks, we trailed this contest 6-0 here at One Ram Way. Beautiful day for baseball. Haven't had to endure any cold-like weather nor rain. So a good chance to play some baseball. We knew this was going to be a tough contest. Social Circle always has a pretty good junior varsity squad, and they have showed up, and we're doing everything we can to battle back. So Cameron Horn has taken the mound for our junior varsity Ram, doing a heck of a job pitching. And let's see if he can continue his ways and not putting any more runs on the scoreboard. His first pitch here of the top of the fifth inning is a ball that's hit to the shortstop. Jacorin Weaver tosses it over to Jarrell, and we get the first out of the inning. So right now, Cameron Horn putting the ball where it needs to be because now they're starting to hit it exactly where our players are. So we'll get that first out here in the top of the 5th inning. So nice stop over there by Jaquan Weaver as we get our first out here in the inning. So the second batter of the inning is up, and Cameron Horn goes back to work. Ooh, high and inside. Batter ducks back, and that is their pitcher. Takes the first pitch, and that's a ball. Brings one right down the middle. Umpire seems to think that was low, and it takes the count to 2-0. Cam Horn rocks and fires. Ooh, that's high and inside. So Cam falling behind here in this count, 3-0.
Cam, you got it.
We did get the first batter out, so there's one out here in the top of the 5th inning. And the pitch. Low and outside, but it catches that corner. So the batter was going to take that pitch anyway. Cam put it right there on the outside corner, and he gets his first strike of this at-bat. Cam rocks again, throws it in there. The ball's hit down to third base. Devontae with that laser over there tosses the ball over to first. Jarrell snatches it up, and we get the second out of the inning. So we're playing some defense right now here, folks, trying to get back into this game. Defense looking good. Cam's pitching really good today, and we hope this will continue to ignite us once we get back up to bat. All right, so 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Cameron Horn doing a phenomenal job here on the mound. It's the third batter of the inning. We do have 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. That one's bounced in there. We'll start off behind in the count at 1-0. Once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the live broadcast. Whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, we do appreciate you. Make sure you tell everybody else that we are. Like and subscribe so you'll know every time the Junior Varsity Rams play. Nice pitch by Cam Horn as he had the batter a little off guard there as he swings and misses, and that'll even the count here at 1-1. And the pitch. Swung on a hit to the shortstop. That is J-Rod. J-Rod gathers it up. He fires over to Jarrell at first, and he locks it in. Jarrell with the long stretch. He catches the ball, and 3 good off defensive plays here by our Junior Varsity Rams, as that was a phenomenal stretch there by Jarrell Martin on first base. And we get the out. So J-Rock fires it over there, and we showcase some of our great defense that we've been having. And that seems to be coming down to Cam doing a phenomenal job here at first base as well. So 2 innings where we don't give up. I think we did give up 1 last inning, but some great pitching going on by Cameron Horn, and actually some great defense by our infielders. So we still trail this contest 6-0 going into the bottom of the 5th, but we are showing a little bit of light as the defense is starting to pick up. First to the plate will be number 10, Gabriel White, as it looks like the Redskins have changed pitchers. If you're like me, when I drive down Salem Road, leaving Newton, I look to the right, and there's a nicely built building with great parking. I say to myself, what type of service do they offer? To my surprise, it is a health and wellness establishment here to heal and maintain our well-being. The inside of this establishment makes you say, I should have stopped by here a long time ago. The team at the Spa at Covington is here to serve all of your health and wellness needs. Once again, beautiful day here for baseball here at One Ram Way. Our varsity traveled across town to Brookwood. They'll play at Brookwood. Their game started at 5:55. If you want to know how they're doing, basically log into Game Changer to see how we're doing over there at Brookwood. But right now we have some business to take care of here. As we're trying to fight our way back into this game, we are trailing on the scoreboard 6-0. And after scoring all those runs in our previous game, I know our Rams are extremely hungry. Starting off here at the plate here is number 10, Gabriel White, as he's facing a new pitcher. That one's low and inside. Gabe backs out, and he starts off ahead in the count, 1-0. On deck is number 16, Cameron Horn, who's been pitching for us and been doing an extremely great job. Ooh, high and inside. Gabe swings, and that evens the count at 1-1. And the pitch. Catches that outside corner. Not sure what he was looking at for that one, boy. That was right there.
So, Gabe, you got it.
Now he's behind in the count, 1-2. And the pitch. That one's bounced up there. That'll even up the count at 2-2. Umpire takes a minute as I believe the catcher calls a timeout, goes out and talks to his pitcher. And we'll take a break and be right back. All right, so Gabriel Wright still up here at the plate. He's even with the count with 2-2. And we are in the bottom of the fifth. He's our first batter.
So, Gabe, you got it.
And we're desperately trying to get a runner or a batter and a runner on base. All right, counts even at 2-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So, number 15 goes out. They bring in another fire thrower. And he strikes out our first batter. And Cameron Horn comes up to the batter's box, trying to help himself out as he's been pitching for the last 2 innings and doing a phenomenal job. All right, sun is almost setting here at One Ram Way. And our Rams are trying to settle in. Oh, and he bounces that one up in there. Pitcher loses a little bit of control. And we'll go ahead in the count at 1-0. Cameron Horn steps back into the batter's box. And the pitch. That one's bounced in there too. So the pitcher right now losing a little bit of control off of these first 2 pitches. And Cam finds himself ahead in the count at 2-0. Once again, the sun is setting here at One Ram Way. Pretty soon we need to make sure we have those lights in place. And the pitch right down the middle. Cam gets his bat on it, hits it over to first base. He bobbles a little bit. Cam and him, both of them running at that time. And the first baseman beats Cam to first base. So it was a battle of the big man running over to first base. And they outrun us, and they get the second out of the inning.
Cam beat him. Oh, he is safe.
No. Okay, so that might have been a little bit of home cooking for us because I looked over there and to me it looked like he was out, but Cam looks like they're gonna give Cam first base. We're gonna take everything we get right now. So we do get a pinch runner here because Cam is pitching for us as number 13 comes in there to run. So we backtrack that. Cam gets on base and he gets a single. So Cam Armstrong, Cam Armstrong shows bunt, pulls it back, but it is a strike. There's one out here in the bottom of the fifth as Cam was awarded first base. It looked like he must have beat the first baseman out. And we do have a runner on first. Oh, popped up right behind the catcher, and he's unable to catch the ball. And now Cam finds himself behind in the count 0-2. All right, so Cam is behind the 8 ball right now with a count of 0-2. We do have a man on first with one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Score is 6-0 in favor of the Redskins. Pitch is thrown outside, and the count goes to 1-2. And the pitch. Low and outside. And now they even the count up at 2-2. So Cam's battling his way back into the count. One out here in the bottom of the fifth. And the pitch. Swing and miss. And that'll be our second out of the inning as Cam goes down swinging. B Mac was on deck, and he'll step into the batter's box. We do have a man on first base. Score is 6-0. But there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Catches that inside corner. And the first pitch to B Mac is a strike. And he trails in the count 0-1. And the pitch. Swung on and foul tip back to the backstop. So good cut there by Brian. And now he's behind in the count 0-2. All right, bottom of the fifth. The count is 0-2. B Mac trying to fight his way back as the runner takes off, and they get the third strike, and that gets them out of the inning. All right, so that'll take us into the top of the sixth inning. Cam Horn will head back out to the mound, and we'll be back right after this. All right, folks, we head into the top of the sixth inning. We trail this contest 6-0 in Social Circle Redskin Junior Varsity. And Cam Horn pitched the last 2 innings, going into his third inning pitch, doing a great job out there. Has kept the score down low. And hopefully he can continue his pitching ways. Nice pitch by Cam, goes a little high, and that'll take the count to 1-0. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Good pitch by Cam as he throws one low and outside. Looked like a little bit curveball on that. And that'll even up the count here at 1-1. So Cameron Horn doing a phenomenal job here on the mound for us. He pitches another one, bounces that one up there, and we'll get behind in the count 2-1. So once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the live broadcast, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. We do appreciate you. Oh, nice pitch by Cam. He's making that bad boy roll right off the table as he evens up the count here at 2-2. So Cam is in his bag right now with a variety of different pitches. Let's see if he can go ahead and throw another one right past his batter. And the pitch. Oh, that one sails away from Cam, and that evens up the count, and takes it full at 3-2. This is the first batter here in the inning in the top of the sixth as our Rams trail 6-0. Oh, Cam catches that inside corner. So Cam doing a phenomenal job here on the mound as he throws a strike. Tricked the batter a little bit, had that little curve on it, caught that outside corner. And now there's one out here in the top of the sixth inning.
Go, Cam. You got it.
So Cam doing a masterful job here on the mound. I mean, he is throwing that rock. And the pitch. Ooh, outside corner. And he calls that corner. So Cam has the umpire in his favor. You hit that corner, he's going to call it for you. And Cam jumps out ahead in the count, 0-1. And the pitch. He bounces that one up there. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. We do have one out here in the top of the sixth inning. And the pitch. Outside, a little bit too far. And that'll take the count to 2-1.
All right, Campbell.
And the pitch. Nice pitch by Cam. Foul tipped into the glove.
There you go, Cam.
And now Cam evens up the count here at 2-2. So Cam is just really finding his pitches, doing a masterful job here on the mound. And the pitch swung on and hit by the batter. Devontae charges it, comes up, throws that gun. Oh, a little bit wild out of Jarrell's reach. He definitely tried to have it. The runner boogies around the second base. Kurt Campbell, all the way from his catcher's position, runs out there and backs up the first baseman. So Devontae charged it like he was supposed to. It was just a little bit off center, and the ball went to the fence, and the runner was able to make it down to second base. So Kurt doing a phenomenal job from catcher as he basically comes all the way from his catcher position down. We had three players over there meeting as Gabriel White came over there. He was a little behind Kurt. Kurt was able to get the ball and stop the runner from progressing to third base. All right, so we have one out here. They do have a man on second base, and the score is 6-0 in favor of the Redskins. First pitch from Cam on the third batter is a high ball. We are broadcasting live here from One Ram Way. It is the Newton baseball field where the junior varsity is playing against the Social Circle Redskins. Ball is low and outside there for Cam, and the count goes to 2-0. So even though we're trailing this contest, some good things here coming from our Rams. We haven't been able to put the bat on the ball like we want to. Swung on and popped out to the left center. We got two batters going. It looks like it might fall in the middle between both of them. Gabriel White gets the ball, fires it in. Oh, catch it. Cam may have a play, but thought otherwise. We tossed the ball in. Cam caught it. May have a play, but decides better off. Batter turns it into a double. And now they have 2 men in scoring position on second and third. And we do have one out here in the top of the sixth inning. So Social Circle hitters been hitting the ball wherever they don't see a Ram defender. Ball is popped back over the fence. And we are ahead in the count 1-0. And the pitch. Ooh, looked like he caught that inside corner, but unfortunately it didn't based on the umpire. And that'll even the count here at 1-1. So it looked like a really good pitch there by Cam, but he didn't catch that inside corner. I do gotta give the umpire benefit of the doubt. He gave us some outside corner calls, so he's pretty much calling it pretty even. Nice pitch by Cam. Unfortunately, goes low and outside. And that'll take the count to 2-1. So with a man on second and third, there's one out here in the top of the sixth inning. We're trying to battle back, playing some decent defense. Oh, the ball is hit. Jacorin makes the catch, tosses it over to first. Oh, we don't make the catch. We had an opportunity. The runner dove back into first. He may be hurt. He has that protective glove on, but I don't know if it's going to stop that injury from happening. But he's going to walk it off, take the glove off, and see if that young man is okay. But a great play there by Jacorin Weaver as he stabs another one out the air. Devontae goes over and shows great sportsmanship by checking on the player as well, and everybody seems to be fine. But great job by Jacorin Weaver as we try to turn a double play. But now we do have two outs here in the top of the sixth, still in a chance to stop a run from coming in. Man on second and third, and Cam goes back to work. Ooh. I mean, Cam is putting it all the way around the plate, so you can't be mad at Cam for putting it where it needs to be. Unfortunately, the umpire calls a ball, and the count is 1-0. Pitch is hit back there. The second baseman is Brian. Brian scoops it up. Oh my goodness, he bobbles the ball, and they get a run, and the runner gets on first. So now they have a man on first and third. We had a chance to make a play. Unfortunately, Brian wasn't able to handle it, but he does get another opportunity. We'll see if we can get out on this next play. All right, dangerous hitter here at the bat. So Cam tells one. Oh, he pops it straight up. Catcher has a chance to make this play. That's Kurt Campbell. Oh! He took his eye off the ball right at the last minute and dropped it. That was our third out of the inning, but now we still have to deal with this dangerous hitter as you don't get him to pop up a whole lot. So the count is 0-1. Kurt, usually sure-handed Kurt Campbell, took his eye. I could see him taking his eye right at the last minute, just knowing that it was a catch. So with a man on first and second, we do have 2 outs here. Next pitch by Cameron Hornstone outside. That evens up the count here at 1-1. So uncharacteristically making some errors here. Could have definitely got us out of this inning. But Cam throws another pitch. Ooh, outside corner. Looked pretty good from here. But that'll take the count to 2-1. But we have 2 outs here in the top of the 6th, trying to avoid any more runs to come across the plate. Man on first and third. Pitches on the outside. And now we fall behind in the count, 3-1. They did have a runner come across the plate, and that'll increase their score to 7. So we're down by 7 here in the top of the 6th. Ooh, that was inside. Batter flinched, but it's a ball, and that'll allow him to boogie on down to his first base. And now the bases are loaded. So we had 3 opportunities to get ourselves out of this inning. We definitely have to help our pitcher out as much as we can, and we've shown in the past that sometimes we don't make our routine plays, and that will hurt you every single time. So the bases are loaded. Cam has to help himself on this, and we have bases loaded, trying to get out of this inning. We only give it up 1 run as we trail the contest 7-0 here in the top of the 6th. And the pitch. Nice stop there by Kurt Campbell. That one was bounced in there. But now we're behind in the count, 1-0. Cam reloads, rocks, and fires. Ooh, he catches the lower outside corner, and that'll even up the count at 1-1. So good opportunity for Cam to help himself right here. And here's the pitch. Oh, he bounces one in there. Great stop by Kurt Campbell. He keeps it in front of him. And now the count is 2-1. Cam loads and fires. Great pitch. Ball's hit up in the air. It's right to Brian. Brian and Gabe are sitting over there. Brian calls it, and he gets out, and we get out of the inning. So a phenomenal job by Cameron Horn. I can't even talk anymore about how great of a job Cameron's doing as far as pitching. We had 3 opportunities to get out of that inning. We're not even allowing a run, but unfortunately we don't make our routine plays. We give up 1, but guess what? We're out of the inning now, and we're heading to the bottom of the 6th, trying to at least get some runs on the scoreboard. I believe it's the same pitcher from the last inning, still out there on the mound. Coming to the plate, we have Nick Johnson, followed by number 4, Devontae Hardiman, as we make our way back to the top of our order. Devontae will be on deck. Huge hill to climb here with 2 innings left to do it. as we enter the bottom of the 6th inning, trailing on the scoreboard 7-0. Folks, want to thank you all for checking in, logging in, signing in to make sure that you get a chance to watch the Newton Rams Junior Varsity Baseball team. We do appreciate you telling everybody that you know that the Newton Rams are broadcasting live on Facebook and YouTube. All right, folks, we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Nick Johnson steps into the batter's box. We are back at the top of our order, so hopefully we can shake some trees a little bit and move some runners and get some runs coming across the plate. So far, the Social Circle pitching has been pretty good today, as we haven't been able to solve it. First pitch is thrown to Nick, right down the middle, swing and miss, and we were behind here in the count, 0-1. Ball drops a little bit low, and that'll even up the count at 1-1. So the lights have popped on here at One Ram Way, making sure that the boys can see before the darkness hits. That pitch is well inside. Nick backs out, and he's ahead in the count, 2-1. Our boys have been known to fight back and battle all the way to the end. And I think they'll continue that as Nick pops one that goes well over the backstop. And that'll even the count at 2-2. So we can get old Nick to straighten that bad boy up and put it out there in the field and give us a chance to run around the bases. We'd have something going on. So with the count being even here at 2-2 in the bottom of the 6th, we trail this contest 7-0. And here's the pitch to Nick. Oh, that's high. Nick watches that go by, and that makes the count full at 3-2. So definitely want to try to get that first batter on. Nick has a great opportunity, and the pitch. Oh, that one's bounced in low. Oh, it didn't bounce. It actually just came in low. And Nick will take his base, and that'll be our first batter of the inning. Gets a free pass as he walks down to first base. Devontae Hardiman steps into the batter's box, and we got number 16, Kurt Campbell, sitting on deck. And the pitch thrown outside, and that's a ball. So Devontae starting here off ahead in the count, 1-0. We do have Nick Johnson out there on first base, and the pitch swung on and hit to the second baseman. This looks like trouble, folks. They toss it to second, they throw it over first, and they have a double. I guess that's a little hole cooking as well, but we're going to take it anyway. They look like they had two double play turn, but Devontae was able to beat it out, and we'll make it down to first base, but we do have Nick out at second. All right, so we do have one out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Devontae sits there on first base. The pitch is delivered, swung on, and smashed by Kurt right there into the gap. And that'll move Devontae to second. So this looks familiar from the last time they got it up. Both of them got on first and second. So nice hit there by Kurt Campbell as he gets a single, hitting it right there in the gap between shortstop and third. All right, so one out here. Jarrell Martin here at the plate. We got J-Rock on deck. Jarrell been hitting the ball pretty good this season as well as he fouls one back over the backstop. And we'll be behind in the count here, 0-1. So Jarrell Martin has been stepping his game up here over the last several games. And we hope this is another opportunity for him to do something great for us. That one's low and inside. Jarrell does the smart thing. I hope everybody else is watching him. He lets his players know, hey, that ball didn't go past the catcher, so do not move. Hopefully, we did have a snafu out there with Devontae last time. Hopefully, he don't take too far of a lead until he finds out exactly where the ball goes. So now the count is even here at 1-1. Jarrell swings it to left field. Devontae is being waved in. Ball gets past the left fielder. Kurt's moving around. He's going to come around as well. Kurt is headed home. The fielder from left fielder throws it in there. Kurt gets it as well. And Jarrell trying to make it to third base. Jarrell makes it to third base. So once again, Jarrell Martin does a phenomenal job swinging it back. And he gets all of our runners in, and he boogies on down to third base. So an outstanding triple there for Jarrell Martin as he ignites the fire here on the Newton Rams sideline. So outstanding play once again as Jarrell for the last 4 games has just been truly on fire. He's pitching well. He's batting well. He's even running well. So you got to give all them props to old Jarrell. He's doing a fantastic job for our J-Rock steps into the batter's box, sees one cold cross plate right down the middle, and he'll take the first pitch, and that's going to be a strike. But once again, Jarrell Martin just doing what he's been doing for the last 5 games, just putting the ball in play and getting around the bases. So he sits on third base with one out here. And J-Rock pops one up. Looks like it's an infield fly rule. They catch it as the cheerleader or the fans here is cheering like crazy for J-Rock. He pops it up, and the first baseman makes the out. And now we got 2 outs. Gabriel White was on deck. He steps up into the batter's box with a chance to try to get Jarrell in. Any help we can get this inning will help us going towards the next inning. But we're trying to do a little rally here as Gabriel White steps into the box. That's outside. Ooh, that was outside, hit that corner. And he starts off behind in the count, 0-1. So Jarrell sits on third. We're trying to get Jarrell in the pitch. Ooh, swing and a miss. Keep your eye on it.
Come on, Gabe, don't put your head out.
And now he's 0-2. And the pitch. That's outside. Gabe watches one go by. He's still behind in the count, 1-2.
Make sure you keep your head on it. You got it.
We trail the contest now, 7-2, as we broken on the scoreboard. And the pitch. Ooh. Gabe wanted that one, but he was able to pull that. He was able to pull that one back, and so now the count is even at 2-2.
Way to stop yourself. You got it, Gabe. Keep your head on it.
So he wanted that one, was able to pull up, almost like he was going to take a strike. And the pitch. Ooh, there's another one. He throws it high. So Gabe has worked himself back into a full count. He worked himself back into a full count. So big pitch here for us right now. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swung on. Ooh, get out. And it pops over the 5th. So Gabe swung hard, popped it over the backstop.
Gabe, you got it.
And that remains, the count remains full here at 3-2. So very pivotal point here in the game. Gabe trying to keep this inning alive for our junior varsity Rams. And the pitch. Swung on. Oh, get out of there. Okay, so it pops over again. So Gabe battling. He's battling to the best of his ability right here. So he pops another one back over the backstop. And the count's still full at 3-2. So real good battle here between Gabe and the pitcher. We trying to get Jarrell in from third after that phenomenal triple that Jarrell just hit. And the pitch. Oh, that's high, and Gabriel's on there. So Gabe battles his way back into the count and gets a walk. So now we have a man on first and third. Cameron Horn, our pitcher, who's been doing a phenomenal job, heads to the plate. So great job there by Gabriel White as he battled back. He was down 0-2 and battled back with a couple of foul balls and some check swings to get himself back into that. Gabriel sits there on first. Always a great chance of stealing. Good opportunity for him to do. The pitcher looks at the third base, comes down the pipe, and that's high.
Good eye.
Outstanding job by their catcher as not too many balls have gotten past this young man. The count is 1-0 here on Cam. Big sequence here for our Rams as we trail on the scoreboard 7-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Ooh, Cam almost wears one right there.
Good eye, Cam.
I'm sitting right behind. I sit right behind him. I almost had to take one, so that'll take the count to 2-0. We do have a man on first and third. Their coach decides to make calls a timeout, tells the pitcher to go back to the mound. And our coach calls our players over to try to strategize as well. So once again, the game still turning out to be a really good game. Like I said, these two, when they get together, they always play some good baseball. Social Circle always has a good team coming from Social Circle. Their junior varsity is pretty well. As you saw there, pitcher number 15, he was lights out today. Had our batters off guard for the first 4.5 innings, or actually it might have been 5 innings, no, 4 innings of this particular game. And so it's definitely going to be a fight to the end for our junior varsity Rams, as there's no quitting these boys. They've been fighting back all year. And as long as you stay tuned, maybe subscribe and like, you'll find out every time we play. So you'll see just how hard these boys play. So right now, Cam Horn ahead in the count 2-0. We do have a man on first and third. And there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Gabriel White still second with no throw, as the pitch was outside, but it caught the corner. And now the count is 1-2, or 2 and.
Go, Cam, you got
it. Swung and missed. Ooh, good cut by Cam. Unfortunately, was unable to make contact. So that'll even up the count here at 2-2.
Come on, Cam, you got it.
So down by 5 here late in this game. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cam trying to make something happen to keep this rally going. Ooh, that's high and inside. Cam watches that one, so he works himself into a full count. So it's 3-2 here. So
You were close, you got it.
big pick right here, big pitch. Cam gets something. If he can put it in play, we definitely going to be able to get 2 runs home. So the count is full. It's a big pitch here, folks. Number 2's in the windup. And the pitch. Oh, that's outside. And Cam works himself back into a full count, and he gets the walk. So now we have the bases loaded. We got Cam Armstrong, number 9, stepping into the batter's box. Great time for him to get a big hit for our. And the pitch is outside the Cam. Is it?
You got it, Cam.
All right, the first pitch was a ball. Cam swings and fouls it back over the backstop. Evens the count up at 1-1.
Step into it, Cam.
Let's go, Cam, you got it.
It might have dropped. You behind, remember?
Come on, Cam. You got it.
And the pitch. Ooh, right down the middle. Cam watches that one go by, and the count goes to 1-2. He's behind the 8 ball right now, so Cam has to find out a pitch. If he pitches one right there, he cannot look at it. He's going to have to try to put it in play. So we have bases loaded here in the bottom of the 6th inning, just like our junior varsity Rams always do. They battle back. And the pitch. Swung and missed. And their pitcher fights through. We had a great opportunity right there. So we'll head into the bottom of the 7. We did get 2 runs on the scoreboard, folks, as we trail by 5 with the score of 7-2 going into the top of the 7th. All right, folks, we make our way into the top of the 7th inning. A few little changes. Of course, Jacorin Weaver takes the mound over from Cameron Horn. He'll be our pitcher for the final inning. or the 7th inning. Let me say it like that. All right, looks like Cam will move over to third base. Jarrell still at first. B Mac still at second. Actually, it looks like Nick. Yeah, and Nick goes to shortstop. Amari's in left field. Gabe's in right field. And Cam Armstrong's in center. All right, so we got some things working here in the last inning. Our boys woke up and made some things happen with Jarrell's triple. Brought 2 runs in. As we got to play some defense here, Jaquan Weaver takes the mound. He's been doing a phenomenal job all season for us, so hopefully he can close this inning out. And we can at least get to the bottom of the 7 where we have a chance to try to get some more runs to make the game even more competitive. All right. And Jaquan's first pitch. Straight down the middle. And he starts off ahead of the count. 0-1. Bounces that one in, takes the count even at 1-1. And the pitch. Ooh, nice pitch by Jaquan as he gets the batter to swing and miss. And that'll take the count to 1-2. And the pitch. Hit back to the second baseman. Brian gathers it up. Oh, so the ball goes underneath Brian's glove. And the batter will make his way down to first. So we'll give up a single here. No outs here. They do have a man on first base. Jaquan throws one right down the middle, and the count is 1-1. And they have a man on here in the bottom of the 7th with no outs. The pitch swung and missed there by the batter. And J Rock well ahead in this at bat. 0-2. Swing. Oh, right down the middle. So Jaquan, with the movement on the ball, froze the batter, and we'll get our first out of the inning on that previous batter. All right, so one out here, top of the 7th. J Rock throws one in there low and outside and falls behind in the count 1-0. They do have a man on first base, but he's staying put as for right now. And the pitch swung out to right field. Oh! He caught that. He told throwback. Great catch by Gabriel White in right field. As he laid out for that one and made the catch. Tried to toss it into Jarrell for a double play. Missed it by just a second. Awesome job by Gabriel White as he catches the line drive. And now we have, thank you. And now we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. So Gabriel White lays out in right field, makes the catch, helps his pitcher out. We keep the man at first. We almost doubled him up. J-Rock still pitching pretty good. Good block by Kurt. But there's no play. And the runner boogies down to second base. So Kurt did a good job to block the ball. Unfortunately, it bounced off his catcher's gear and went just a little bit too far away from him. He's unable to make a throw down in the second, and now they have a man in scoring position. So with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning, 1 ball, no strikes here on the batter. And the pitch. Nice pitch there by Jacorn as he catches that lower outside corner, and he evens up the count here at 1-1. Jacorn peeks back at the second base runner, throws one, bounces one in there. Kurt stops it, and now the count is 2-1. And the pitch. Nice pitch hit over there to between the shortstop and third base. Nick gets the ball, fires it over to Jarrell, and we get the out. So Nick goes deep in the hole, comes up firing. Jarrell makes another long stretch, and we get the third out of the inning. So great job by Nick catching that bad boy deep in the hole, fired it over to Jarrell, and we get out of the inning. So once again, our boys continue to battle as we work our way into the bottom of the 7th, trying to fight our way back. We got to come up with the heavy bats this inning because this will be the last inning unless we can tie the score up. All right, folks, we work our way into the bottom of the 7th inning. It's been a really good, outstanding, well, not outstanding, but it's been a good game overall. We do trail on the scoreboard with the count of 7-2. Social Circle, as always, is bringing their A game whenever they come into One Ram Way, or if we go out to Social Circle to play, they're always going to have their A game as they're a darn good baseball organization. So far, we're doing as we always do as our junior varsity Rams. They battle back, sometimes give up early runs due to not making routine plays, and then have to battle our way back. And once again, we find ourselves in that situation as we're at the bottom of the 7th, trying to make a huge comeback, trailing in this contest by 5 runs with the score of 7-2. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the live broadcast, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. We do appreciate you guys checking in. We definitely want you to tell as many people as you can to tune in and watch the Rams Junior Varsity Baseball. It's been extremely exciting. You don't want to miss anything. So definitely tell somebody else, hey, Junior Varsity Rams are broadcasting live from One Ram Way. All right, so we have a pinch hitter in. And I'm sorry, folks, I was running my mouth, didn't get a chance to see who the batter was. It's number 13.
So 13.
Ooh, he fights one off. And I know that hurt right there. It sounded like it hit flesh. It sounded like it is so. The count is 0-2. The count is 0-2 on our batter. And the pitch. Ooh, and he took one for the team, hit him right off the helmet. That's not Brian Mack that you guys see on the screen. But he definitely takes a walk down. And that'll bring Nick back up as we get back to the top of our order once again. After being hit by a pitch. So, an unfortunate good start for our Rams as we make our way back up to the top of the order. So we trail by 5 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. As I always say, these boys will battle to the end, and it looks like once again they're going to try to do everything they can to try to even up this game to take it into extra innings. And the pitch. He's bounced in there. And Nick starts off ahead in the count, 1-0. Daylight savings is doing us real well as it's still fairly light outside. We do have the lights on. Ooh, Nick thought about that one, but that was just a little bit too high, and that'll take the count to 2-0. Ooh, that's another high pitch. So Nick well ahead in the count, 3-0. I'm pretty confident he's going to be taking. He's going to be taking this pitch. We do have a runner on first base. Nick's at the plate. The dugout's getting kind of crunk over there. So hopefully the rally will be started. Ooh, we have our runner took off and ran. He stole. He didn't have to. Although Nick took the pitch, and now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. So on the pitch, it looks like Nick rounds first base after the walk.
Hey, y'all got some tape in up. Y'all got tape in up. Tape.
So now we have a runner on first and third after Nick was walked after that batter. Coach comes in, looks like he's probably going to make a switch. Yep, he takes the ball from the pitcher and he's going to switch it up to try to see if somebody can close this game out here for Social Circle. But we're looking pretty good right now with a man on first and third and threatening to put another run across the board as the gentleman on second base was able to he sold from first to second, then from second to third, even though Nick had the fourth ball called as a ball, which walked him down to first base. So no outs here in the bottom of the 7. We trail by 5 with a score of 7-2. Trying to get one of those vintage rallies that these Rams have been producing all season. We'll be right back. All right, folks. So one of our fantastic family members, our mother of one of our outstanding junior varsity players, came over and helped me out on the scoreboard. We do have Kenneth Briggs. Our numbers are different than what I have in the book, but she was able to help me out. So Kenneth Briggs is the young man that got hit at the plate, took his base, and then he stole from first to second. And then right before Nick took the ball, he stole from second to third. So Briggs coming in doing what he's supposed to do and put himself in scoring position. So great job by Mr. Briggs. We're excited about him coming on board and doing what he needs to do, and that's to get around those bases. And now we have Devontae Hardiman stepping up to the plate to see if he can get the Mr. Briggs in on maybe the next pitch. All right. So I'm sorry, folks. I was trying to get some things taken care of on this side, but we do have Nick stealing from first to second. And now we have a runner on second and third. Woo! So I want to say we got 2 balls. That is Where? Yep, that's them right there. Yep. No, no, not them.